Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are doing our November wrap up. I read a total of 7 books in November, 5 of them being romance, 1 mystery, and 1 literary fiction. Let's get into it. So the first book I read this month was Play With Me by Becca Mack. This is the second book in the Play for Keeps series. It is a hockey romance series. So the first book follows Carter and Olivia, and this book follows Garrett and Jenny. Jenny is Carter's little sister and Garrett is his teammate slash best friend. Jenny moves into the apartment building that Garrett lives in, and they sort of spark a friends with benefits type relationship, which slowly turns into more. And they're keeping this a secret from their friend group because Carter is really protective over his little sister, and things have happened to her in the past with other hockey players that didn't fare well for her in the long run. So this book is very much brother's best friend's sister kind of vibe. The found family within these books, mind you, this is just the second book, and it is so strong. I absolutely adore this found family. They're all so tight knit and it's adorable. They're so cute. Also, the relationship between these main characters was so cute. The vulnerability and openness that they had with each other was so well done, and the fact that Garrett constantly knew what Jenny needed and vice versa, they understood each other so well that their relationship just felt so perfect. So the next book I read for the month was Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage. This is the third book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. So these books follow the Ryder family. So the first book was Emmy, the second book was Wes, and now the third book is Gus. So this book follows Gus and Teddy. Teddy is Emmy's best friend. And so Gus and Teddy have known each other most of their lives, but they have also disliked each other for most of their lives because every time that Emmy has ever gotten in trouble, Teddy has been in the forefront of said issue, and so he blames her for the bad things that have gone on in Emmy's life. So now Gus is getting ready to run the family ranch while also taking on raising his daughter full-time because her mother has gone away for the summer. And so now Gus's family is stepping in to get help for Gus because they can see that he's struggling, and they enlist Teddy to become the nanny of Gus's little girl. So yet again, it's another best friend's brother trope kind of thing, another really strong found family, which I absolutely adore. Also, the disdain to like that goes on in this book was very cute. I enjoyed it a lot. I wanted more of their relationship, if I'm just being so honest. I feel like I wanted this book to be longer. I was so excited for this book to come out because I had watched these two interact in the other 2 books in this series, and their banter was so immaculate that I was dying to get into this book. With that being said, there was banter, but I feel like I wanted more banter. I wanted more from this book. I just wanted more. I wanted it to be longer. I wanted more banter. I wanted a deeper dive into these characters. Not saying that there wasn't, but I just wanted more. Ultimately, I ended up giving this book a 4-star. I enjoyed it. I had a great time. I couldn't put it down. But I wanted more banter. That's my only complaint. I wanted more banter. Even though when the banter did subside, it was more them becoming more vulnerable with each other and understanding that since these 2 characters are both caregivers and are used to taking care of others, they are the only people who can take care of each other because they're the only ones who understand what it's like. So with that part, I really enjoyed. It's just that when that happened, you lost the banter, which is my favorite part about these two together. So, but I had a great time. It was a good book. It was a good book. So the next book I read for the month was Kiss the Sky by Krishna and Becca Ritchie. This is the 4th book in the Addicted series, but the 1st book in the Calloway Sisters series. If you don't know this series, I suggest you go check it out. It's one of my favorite series of all time, and this is one of my favorite books of all time. So this book follows Rose and Connor, and they are navigating their relationship as well as a new sense of famousness and a new sense of celebrity because of the outcomes of the last book that has to do with Rose's sister. So Rose and Connor are academic rivals. They've been competing with each other for years now, and they have struck up a relationship now that Connor has befriended Rose's younger sister. And this book, I don't know what to say. I literally don't know what to say about this book to not give things away within the whole entire series. But this is my favorite book of the entire series. I love Rose and Connor with a passion. The way that Connor treats Rose and speaks to her and understands her on such an amazing level. He just gets it, and I feel Rose Calloway so much. Like, a piece of me will forever be tied to her, and I just absolutely adore this book. I absolutely adore it. I adore the series, everything. And yeah, that's all. That's all I gotta say. 5 stars. Always and forever will get 5 stars from me. What can I say? The next book I read for the month was The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. This book follows Jenny. Is it Jenny? No, it's Jeannie. This one's Jeannie, the other one was Jenny. So this book follows Jeannie, who is moving to a new small town to take over running her aunt's coffee shop. And on her first day there, she runs into the grumpy farmer named Logan, and he starts to make it his mission to help her fit in and adjust to this small town. And they end up sparking a little relationship. And yeah, this book gives Gilmore Girls all around, like, 100%. If you like Gilmore Girls, you will probably enjoy this book. It gives the same exact vibes. Also, it is just the perfect fall atmospheric read. That's all it is. Like, there's no crazy plot lines, there's nothing. It just gives fall. It's fall in a book. And if you were looking for that, this is 100% for you. It was great in the fall vibes. That's what this is. Straight up fall vibes. I ended up giving this book a 3-star. It wasn't groundbreaking, but it gave what it needed to. So the next book I read for the month was The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is a YA mystery series. So this book follows a 17-year-old girl named Cassie who is a natural-born profiler, and she has moved to live with her father after her mother was murdered. So as she's working at this restaurant, a kid comes in and ends up leaving her a business card, which turns out to be for the FBI. She later ends up joining this group of teenagers that the FBI have put together to help solve cold cases. And so now she's working with this team not only to solve some cold cases, but a current case that is going on that is very familiar to her and seems like the same MO as her mother's murder. This book was so fast-paced, I literally could not put it down. I read it in a day. And I am so excited to continue this series, and it made me excited to continue reading mysteries because I don't do it often. And I loved this. Everything about it. It was perfect. And I think it was a perfect thing to get me back into the realm of mysteries. So I ended up giving this book a 4-star. I can't wait to read the next one. That's all. The next book I read for the month was Play Along by Liz Tomford. This is the 4th book in the Windy City series. So this book follows Isaiah Rhodes, who is the shortstop for Chicago's MLB team, and he has been crushing on one of the athletic trainers, Kennedy, for years now. But at the time, she was engaged. Now, Kennedy is single, and Isaiah is determined to get the girl. One night, he is on a trip with his teammates as a bonding trip in Vegas, and he stumbles into Kennedy. One thing leads to another, and they wake up the next morning married, which is a slight problem for Kennedy since she is technically not allowed to date any of the players, otherwise she will be fired. So now these two have to continue to fake a marriage in order for her to keep her job. I adored this book. I love Isaiah Rhodes so much in all of his golden retriever glory. That man, perfect man. I love him. Their relationship was so perfect. The amount of vulnerability between the two and just openness that they don't have with literally anybody else was so cute. Also, the Windy City series has some of my most favorite found family within it, and seeing all of them interact and the connection that all these couples have with each other is so beautiful. I ended up giving Play Along a 4.75 because it was so close. It was almost a 5-star, but something about Caught Up, that's my 5-star of the series. So, all right. And the last book that I read in November was Normal People by Sally Rooney. Yeah. So this book follows Connell Waldron, who is the popular boy at school, who then ends up sparking a friendship/relationship with the loner girl of school named Marianne. And this book follows their relationship and connection over years of knowing each other. Okay, no one come at me because I did not love this book. I wanted to love this book so much, and I finished it and I felt like I was missing something. I was like, I'm confused. What did I miss? Did I skip 100 pages? Like, I'm confused. I can understand why people love their relationship because it was on such like an emotional, deep level, but it was just missing something for me. I don't know what it was. I feel like I was struggling to stay within the structure of the book. Something about just how it was written just didn't sit well in my head. I couldn't process it properly, and I'm gonna chalk it up to that. That's why I didn't enjoy it. Also, I'm trying to watch the show right now to get some more of the context of it, and I do see it helping, and I feel like seeing their relationship is better than reading it in this case. I don't know why I didn't love it, and I'm really upset that I didn't love it because I read this book to try to feel something, and I finished it and was like, ugh. I don't understand. Maybe I just don't understand. Maybe I'm the problem. I don't know, but it wasn't my thing. Sorry. Since that, I ended up giving it a 3-star because I didn't get it. I didn't get it. So these were all the books that I read in the month of November, and I had a good time. I did not read my whole TBR, which is unfortunate, but I did read 3 books that were on my TBR, and I'll take it. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you had a good time with me and want to hang out again, hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends!